and we're going to say welcome to the official 2025 SNAMMYS Award Ceremonies. Yes! I'm imagining the crowd is cheering and clapping.
No, everybody's
a crowd
screaming.
As big as the Red Sea, just huge, massive crowd of people going absolutely ballistic. You know, oh, so many people out there saying, "We love
thank
you,
you."
So for those of you who are tuning in for the very first time or are simply unfamiliar with the concept, the SNAMMYs are our personal version of the Grammy Awards. They are an award show that is entirely decided upon by Snake Nation, specifically our Patreon members. Now that's a very important piece of information because it's our Patreon members who get to choose who gets nominated, first of all. So we don't even get to choose who gets nominated. It's the people. It's voted for by the people. And second of all, who gets to win a highly coveted SNAMMY award. Ladies and gentlemen, patreon.com/Twitchologist. Have you ever heard of it?
This has a lot to do with you and not a lot to do with us. So we do have to remind everyone every year that it's not the Swiftologist Grammy Awards where I am personally handing out Grammys. People get mad. They get upset. That's not the case. This is your fault, is what I'm saying. This is the people. It's a democratic institution, although certain instances have led me to question the validity of that democracy. We'll get into it because I think, some of the results of this year's.
But they're all true, but we'll get into it. Some of us know the truth.
We'll get into it. I mean, how are we going to... Oh, also, first of all, we have to say, SNAMMYS Tour is coming to Australia. Gag! Gag, 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 gag. We are wrapping up the SNAMMYS Tour in Australia. In February, we are coming to Melbourne on the 27th of Feb. We're going to Brisbane on the 28th. And Sydney, our final show on the 1st of March. And did you know that is where Taylor played her first show in Australia? Or her first show in Sydney, one of the two. She did the Fearless. Before it was even the Fearless Tour, she did a Fearless showcase.
I think it's important that we point that out.
Beautiful. Yeah.
I think it's incredibly important that we point that out. And I would also like to point out that Colton paid us $1.99 for CXOXO sweep. $1.99 isn't gonna cut it.
No, it's gonna need to be more than that. You're gonna need to bribe the committee a bit more.
Especially because it didn't come out this year. CXOXO sweep.
Well, the deluxe did.
Oh, say it. Baby pink?
And the minis, it is. It is.
The mini is baby pink.
And what about it?
And we did get so wild that we broke the sink. What am I supposed to do about it?
What are you supposed to do about it? Well, is there anything else we want to plug before we get into the first award?
Well, no.
Now, here's the thing. We have some packages to share. On our end, we can't hear if they have sound. So let us know. This is a very professional affair, okay? The production value of this award show is very, very high. But we're actually going to start with the biggest award of the evening, which is, in fact, Album of the Year. So take it away, package. Oh, wait. No, it can't.
There is no package. Wait, we only made packages for the ones. I'm obsessed with it being called.
I got Tyler to make one for Album of the Year.
Oh, period. Okay.
Because I was like, we got to start off with a bang. We have to start off with a bang.
Open it up.
So let's bang.
Open it up. Bang it up.
And the SNAMMY goes to Madeline.
I'm announcing. I just realized that we never decided this. We'll trade off. So the SNAMMY goes to Ego Death at a Bachelorette Party by Hayley Williams. And you know what? I have something to say to the chat. Okay. I'm seeing a lot of Audrey Hobert, and I find that really interesting because I have the results. Let me tell you something. You guys weren't voting. She is dead last. She is dead last. And this is something I'd like to say in general. I would just like to comment. We got total 6,000 and change votes. We have more people on the Patreon than that. And I'm assuming some people voted twice. So it's not even a real estimation. So everybody's saying Audrey, you weren't voting. You didn't vote.
You weren't voting. According to
Madeline, Death at a Bachelorette Party.
Number 2, and it wasn't even close, was Man's Best Friend.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying deserved. I really do think deserved. It was a surprise entry from a diva that we knew and loved, but we didn't know and love in this way. And it should be nominated at the actual Grammys, and yet I don't
it will
see it
win.
there.
If it were nominated, it would win, and that's what everybody was so scared of, and that's
Mhm.
why they didn't put her up, because they knew the truth. Because
They
knew the truth.
actually got a preview of the SNAMMYS results, and they said, "This can't happen. This can't happen."
We can't let this happen. Not on our watch. But it did happen on my
Unfortunately,
watch.
for all of you, we don't actually have packages for every single nominee because it would just take too long. So up next, we have the nominations for Flop Album of the Year. Madeline, who is the nomination for the Flop Album of the Year?
So first of all, we have It's Not That Deep by Demi Lovato. I was surprised.
I was
I have to tell you
surprised
the
too.
truth.
It did flop, but commercially, I would say quality-wise,
Exactly.
not as bad as we thought it was
It's
gonna be.
really not that bad. Number 2, I Said I Love You First by Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco. An interesting addition. Number 3, Play by Ed Sheeran. Number 4, American Heart by Benson Boone. Number 5, Sex Hysteria by Jessie Murph.
Deserved.
Number 6, I'm the Problem by Morgan Wallen. And then last but not least, and I also thought that this was wrong. Again, I'd like to reiterate, this was not our decision. Something Beautiful by Miley Cyrus did get Flop Album of the Year nomination. It wasn't right. I
That's
didn't agree
wrong.
with it. But listen, I do what the people tell me. I'm a voice of the people. That's it. That's what was put into the nominations. That's what I wrote. Thank you.
Luckily for everyone who might be concerned about that, that was not the reality, because the winner of Flop Album of the Year is I Said I Love You First by Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco. Congratulations to the most annoying couple on, something that they deserve. I mean, this album, the more I think about it, the more it feels like a fever dream. Like, of all the albums that came out this year, this is really a bad, 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 bad album.
It was shocking, especially by one of the most famous women in the world and one of the most accomplished producers in pop music in the last 15 years. It's like, oh, you guys can't make an album?
They can't make an album. They answered the question. They can't make an album. Thanks for letting us know that you can't make an album. Well, so that was disappointing, but people are saying Demi robbed. Guys,
it's not that bad.
It's not that deep.
It's not that bad.
It's not that deep. I mean, the name is literally in not the title.
Deep. Morgan snubbed. I agree with that. Morgan was definitely snubbed. But people were madder about Selena Gomez, I guess. People weren't mad about Morgan Wallen because they knew they were going to hate it anyway. They were mad about Selena Gomez.
Well, we thought we were going to like it. And also, I mean, there was so much anticipation. It was like the first album in 5 years. Like, she really set herself up. We should have known from the Gracie Abrams feature that it was not going to be anything we wanted it to be.
I forgot about that. Call me when you break up.
Nobody cares. Nobody moved. And it's true. Nobody moved. And then they came out with the deluxe. Why? Why?
I did not stream the deluxe. I'm here to tell you guys that right now.
I did for research, and I came to the same conclusion.
All right. Up next, we have Best Song of the Year. This is a highly coveted award. Lots of people, lots of really good nominees. Zach, take it away. Who are the nominees this year?
We should also point out Taylor's not nominated in any of these because she has her own categories. Forgot to say that off the top.
Yes,
Taylor's not in any of these things.
None of them. None of the general categories. She's in one of them, but because I allowed it.
It's not like Showgirl was going to win anyway. So, Song of the Year nominees are House Tour by Sabrina Carpenter, Abracadabra by Lady Gaga, Sports Car by Tate McRae, Headphones On by Addison Rae, True Believer by Hayley Williams, The Subway by Chappell, and Anxiety by Doechii.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner for the SNAMMY for Best Song of the Year, True Believer by Hayley Williams. That's right. Maybe you guys should have voted. Maybe you should have voted. And first of all, I'd like to say it is the Song of the Year to some of us.
She starts with aggression. She comes out swinging.
Listen,
she comes out
This is the fact of the matter. Just for I have the results and the percentages. So if anybody is curious, House Tour was second runner up, and then with a huge margin behind it, Sports Car by Tate McRae. Now, how come you guys weren't voting for Sports Car? I'm not saying it had to win, but why did it only get 200 votes?
Why didn't House Tour win? That's what I'm wondering. It's my song of the year. It's my song of the century.
Unfortunately, it is not my song of the year. If I had to pick another one other than True Believer, it would be Headphones On by Addison Rae or Sports Car by Tate McRae. My truth.
Okay, so the sluts and whores agree that House Tour is the song of the year. We
But the
stand
sluts,
firm.
the sluts and whores don't agree on sports car. I find that interesting.
Well,
I find that interesting.
we're bisexual. We do sports car and we do House
As
Tour.
you should.
You need to get in the sports car to get the House Tour. No,
Many people are saying this.
many
Many people
people
are saying
that.
this.
Up next, we have yet another award, highly coveted. And you know what? Strong competition this year. Oh my gosh, our nominees are fierce. They are huge contenders. They are coming out swinging for this honor. And Madeline, what is the honor and who are the nominees?
So first up, this should surprise absolutely nobody. This was
We didn't say what it was. It's flop song of the year.
Flop song of the year. Flop song of the year. Flop song of the year. The first nominee is Ordinary by Alex Warren. The second nominee is Mystical Magical by Benson Boone. I still can't believe that's the real name of that real song. I still can't believe that was a real song.
Mystical, magical.
Number 3, Call Me When You Break Up by Selena Gomez and Gracie Abrams. Number 4, Azizam by Ed Sheeran.
Deserved.
Up next, 1975 by Jessie Murph. What I Want, Morgan Wallen featuring Tate McRae. And then last but not least, Betty Davis Eyes, Cover by JoJo Siwa.
You guys are wrong for that. That should have been in Song of the Year. You're wrong for that. That's mean.
She's got Betty Davis.
You're singing it, aren't you?
You know it, don't you?
And the winner is, by a wide margin, I would imagine, Ordinary by Alex Warren, who recently liked my TikTok comparing this song to We Are Charlie Kirk.
He thought it was funny. And you know what? I think one of the most important things that you can have when you're going to be an artist and like put yourself out there is a sense of humor that is objectively funny to say. It is. If you can't laugh at that, then how are you going to laugh at anything? I'm asking.
He knows that he's making American Idol music for divorced moms in their minivans, and that's fine. Someone's got to.
I would
Pink
just like
is on
to say,
hiatus, so someone's got to do it.
I would just like to say Betty Davis Eyes Cover almost won, and it should have won. I think it's the funniest thing that could have possibly happened. But you guys said no, we hate Ordinary a lot more. Okay, fine.
Fine.
Okay, fine.
Fine. Whatever you say. Up next, we have Alternative Song of the Year. And the nominees for this category are True Believer by Hayley Williams, Silver Ford by Sunday 1994, Madeline mentioned, Basic Being Basic, Joe, Fuck Me Eyes, Ethel Cain. Can we talk about Isaac, Rachel Chinariri? Yes! And who won that one?
And the winner with 65% of the vote, True Believer by Hayley Williams. But we already knew that.
She had already won Song of the Year, so she was going to sweep this.
She was an absolute shoo-in for Alternative Song of the Year.
Can we talk about Isaac deserved?
We know who really deserved this award. Hayley Williams, but secretly Sunday 1994. Not that anybody was voting. Not that anybody was voting that way. No.
Oh, Fuck Me Eyes.
Yeah, Ethel Cain. Which doesn't, I mean, Ethel Cain hated my Instagram post, so it doesn't surprise me.
She did. She hated my Instagram post.
She hated my Instagram post.
It's something that we have to all keep in the top of our minds when we're thinking about her.
She hated my Instagram post. She hated my Instagram post. That's all.
What is our next category, Madeline?
So up next we have Country Folk Song of the Year. This is one that people have a really hard time sending in nominations for every year. I'm always having to like scrape the bottom of the barrel because you guys don't like nominating for this award, which I find really interesting.
It is
and I think we'll see that people don't like nominating for this award when we see who won. And I'll explain what I mean when we see that. So
the nominees are The Giver by Chappell Roan, Euro Country by CMAT, Henry Come On by Lana Del Rey, 6 months later, Megan Maroney, and Nettles by Ethel Cain. You
see how I opened it up by putting folk in there? I was like, they can nominate some stuff, and they did. They said Nettles by Ethel Cain. You had to have a little folklore. You had to. And the winner for Country Folk Song of the Year is The Giver by Chappell Roan. Many people are saying it.
Some people are saying it.
Many people are saying it. I kind of think
this was
an instance where people didn't want to vote for Lana Del Rey, Henry Come On. they didn't hear CMAT and they didn't hear Megan Moroney. They kind of know who Ethel Cain is, but they were like, I'm familiar with The Giver by Apple. I almost
By
called her
Apple
Apple
Roan.
Roan.
Yeah, Apple Roan.
At least I know what The Giver by Chappell Roan is, so I'm gonna vote for it. I mean, do we really think this was the country song of the year? I'm asking you guys from the bottom of my heart.
Let's start educating ourselves and listen to Euro Country by CMAT. I think that people would become smarter if they just listen to it.
I think people would become a lot smarter if they listen to it, but that's none of my business.
Up next, we have Hip Hop Song of the Year. Luther, Kendrick Lamar featuring SZA. Anxiety by Doechii. Gorgeous, Doja Cat. Hello, Cardi B. Medusa, Princess Nokia.
And the winner is Luther, Kendrick Lamar featuring SZA. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And it was deserved because they're not recognizing SZA in the official Grammys. I think if I had to, make a general sweeping statement like off the cuff, I think that Lana by SZA is the most forgotten about album of 2025.
It is.
And I do have to say it's like SOS really benefited from the fact that Kill Bill was such a huge hit and people were so like surprised by it, et cetera, et cetera. So even though it was released in Q4, people were still like, this is so great, blah, blah, blah. Lana really suffered from being released in Q4. It was released like right after Christmas. It was late. And I'm like, it's not getting the respect it deserves on account of that fact. People have forgotten about it. I haven't. I'd just like to say that. I love that album, but at least she's getting her respect with the Kendrick Lamar feature. I mean, at least there's that.
At least there's that. I think that Gorgeous by Doja Cat should have been mentioned also. I really like that song.
Yeah, that song's great. Amazing song.
I just got tickets to see her in Singapore. It's still not sold out. And I said, she needs help. Let's go. I'm here to the rescue.
If I was there, I would be front row. I would be saying, play Planet Her.
Play Planet Her. And she does. She does play Planet Her.
Thank you.
So we're excited
so
to hear
much.
it. Madeline, now we have a performance, a moment.
No, we don't. We have
we don't?
R&B Song of the Year. We don't.
Oops.
We have that's okay.
No performance. Not allowed. Madeline, please.
Listen. So we have R&B Song of the Year. Clapping, cheering, everybody applauding. Thank you so much. The nominees are Kitchen by SZA, Folded by Kehlani, Where's My Husband by Rae, Man I Need by Olivia Dean, and then Mutt by Leon Thomas.
And the winner is Man I Need by Olivia Dean. Now, do I think that the runner-up, Where's My Husband, Rae, maybe should have won this one? I'm kind of thinking a little bit yes, but I love Man I Need, and I think it's one of the best songs of the year, so I'm saying deserved.
Where's My Husband is a crazy song. It's so fucking good. It's one of the most insanely good songs of the year. It's crazy.
And it manages to be both a TikTok song and also a really, really good song, which is a hard balance to strike.
I got into Rae, the Rae algorithm, and the algorithm was just people doing the I would like a ring, I would like a ring, I would like a ring, I'm a diamond. And it was so entertaining to me. I watched every single one of the dance is like mesmerizing to me. When she does it, when other people do it, I'm like, it's like my Coco Melon. I would like a
she's
ring,
really
like a
long gamed pop stardom. She's really figured it out. And at this point, she's like off to the fucking races because she just gets it.
Yeah, she does. She is a genius. I also love that she doesn't wear shoes in most of her performances. I think it's so chic for some reason that she's in her little outfit and she doesn't wear shoes. I think it's amazing. I love it. That would be me.
Cunty. Please don't step on a nail, queen.
Yeah, please don't step on a nail, queen, but she won't. They sweep the floors. When Rae's coming, they sweep, they vacuum, they mop. If they have any respect.
If they have any respect, there should be a red carpet at all times. Okay, someone's saying, where's Zara Larson? Us Larsonators are boycotting. Just like the Larsonators can't get her to stream, you also can't vote her into the categories. You couldn't even get her nominated, guys. You couldn't even get her a nomination. You could have nominated anyone, and she didn't make it. And you know why? Because you didn't vote for her. Because you don't care. You see?
It's tough love, and it's a hard truth. Again, if you wanted her to be there, you could have voted. And I have to admit, as the person who went through the nominations, she was getting nominated, but for flop. Okay, I'm just gonna bring it up. And
now
she didn't even make it in there. I'm just telling you the facts.
She couldn't even get a nomination for flop song or flop album of the year. Now, what does that say?
Thank you. Thank you. That's just the
Thank
that's the
you.
cold hard truth.
Thank you so much. Up next, I would like to introduce, we have every good award show has performances, and we have a beautiful performer who is performing a poem that she has compiled, and it is called Chances. So please welcome to the stage, Madeline.
Yay! Oh my god, I can't believe she's here. I
Wow.
actually did do this is like a piece of Madeline lore. I did slam poetry in college.
So this is perfect
Just
for
like,
you.
you know, this is a lot different than the poetry that I would perform, but this is a very special poem that I made to remind everybody of a certain someone. It's not Taylor Swift. It's somebody that we like to call Tay British Swift. This is a beautiful, beautiful poem, a rendition, if you will, called Chances. Thank you.
Take it away.
You can find me in the pubwee when my depression works the graveyard shift. And you can look what you made me do. Because 'tis locked inside my memory, and it is only you who possesses the key, no longer drowning and deceived. So say it once again with feeling, how the death rattle breathing, silenced as the soul was leaving. Because I've come too far to watch some name-dropping sleaze tell me what are my words worth. So the woman who sits by the window has turned off the light. Thank you.
Just bellissima.
It was beautiful.
Oh, gorgeous, gorgeousina. I mean, that was just stunning. Thank you, Madeline, for bringing.
You're welcome. We needed to bring culture. It's culture. It's the arts. They're trying to defund it in the United States of America. I said not on my watch.
I was doing the slam poetry thing. I was doing this.
Yes.
They love to do that when you're performing. Well, we have a package for this next award, and we are looking at music video of the year. So, music video of the year goes to Ego Death at a Bachelorette Party by Hayley Williams. Sweep! You guys were fucking wrong for this. I'm sorry. This is the one where I said there's been Dominion systems, voter fraud, something has happened here. You guys can't possibly believe that walking around with a handheld camcorder and being moody is better than Abracadabra, is better than Fame is a Gun, is better than Revolving Door,
But
is
they
better
said
than
it.
even
But
Gnarly
they
by
said it.
Cat's Eye. But
they
they're
said
wrong,
it.
is what I'm saying. I want to tell you,
But
I
they said it.
reject
But they
the
said it.
verdict. I reject the music video of the year. In my world, the winner
let's get into
is
this.
Abracadabra by Lady
Let's
Gaga,
get
and
into this.
congratulations.
Let's get into this. No, I'll show you the percentages. Lady Gaga was not close. 600 votes. Not close. They weren't voting. They also weren't voting for Anxiety by Doechii, which really surprised me because I thought that was a really good music video.
It is a really good
music
video.
Not to the people, whatever. They also
Lots of
really
tomatoes
weren't
in the
voting
chat.
for
Yeah.
Revolving
Show up next
Door.
time.
Where are the tater tots of Snake Nation? I thought Revolving Door was so cunt. I'm not saying it had to win, but why did nobody vote for it? That's really what offends me the most. Not even like who won or who didn't, but like who's turning up and for what? The second runner up, just for the record, or the first runner up, I should say, was Manchild. That also, no. It should have been Anxiety. Honestly, Fame is a Gun. Another thing that nobody voted for. That was a great music video.
Yeah. It shouldn't have been Ego Death at a Bachelorette Party. It just really shouldn't.
Yet they said,
but Madeline, you have to say, based on the quality of the visual,
I'm not saying
it didn't deserve in this category.
I won't say
it didn't.
It
didn't.
I'm cheering for the Hayley sweep. I'm cheering for the Hayley sweep. Somebody had to do it.
We should maybe just get straight into our next category, which also has a package. And this is for Performance of the Year.
And Beyonce.
Here we go. And we're back. Madeline, would you like to announce who the Performance of the Year belongs to?
I would love to announce who the Performance of the Year belongs to. Hayley Williams performing True Believer on Jimmy Fallon. When I said sweep, I meant sweep. Literally cleared every
I'm
single
quiet.
thing she
I'm
was nominated
silent.
for. No,
I'm
that was an
completely
amazing
silent.
performance. That was an amazing performance.
It
And that
was, but the
song is
performance of the
so good.
year to me is Chappell Roan Pink Pony Club at the Grammys. That was like a world stop, crowning, defining, legacy orienting moment. True Believer was a great performance on Jimmy Fallon, but Pink Pony Club at the Grammys really deserved. I'm sorry.
They should have voted. Did you vote?
I actually didn't. I didn't
You
vote
should have
for
voted.
the
This is what I'm
SNAMMYs.
talking about. The thing that's really interesting about the results is that the pop girls completely split, meaning that Hayley cleared. Because you couldn't decide. You didn't want to vote for Tate McRae at the 2025 VMAs. You couldn't have just picked one. No, you had to vote individually. Oh, I want to live for blah, blah. You should have just picked one. And now we're seeing the harvest. Hayley
You're
Nation,
diva and ride for her.
Hayley Nation, we have seen the harvest. After many years toiling, we see the harvest.
Amount
Thank
of
you.
tomatoes.
We have seen the harvest.
We're seeing
Vote
the
next
harvest.
time. Like I said at the top of the fucking thing,
Mhm.
only 6,000 and change people voted for this. And there's way more people than that on the Patreon. So if you care that much, vote next time. Seriously. That's all I'm
Get
saying.
your ass up
Yeah.
and vote. Get your ass up and vote. Seriously, that is the response that we have. Up next, we have an incredible category called Pop Culture Moment of the Year. And up for reception of award this year are Ethel Kane hated my Instagram post. Katy Perry taking up space in space. West End Girl by Lily Allen. It's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business. The Coldplay Cheaters, Tavis Engagement, and Gabriette Spaghetti Hands at Charlie XCX Grammy Dinner.
Listen, every single one of these is absolute gold. Any single one of these could have cleared it.
None
but I
of
should
those
have
words are in
known.
the Bible.
But I should have known exactly what was going to clear it. I put it in because it was irrefutable fact that it was a pop culture moment of the year. Obviously, Tavis Engagement took this and with ease in this particular like voter pool. But first runner up was Ethel Kane hated my Instagram post, and it should have fucking won.
That united the masses.
Hated my Instagram post. Tell them.
That was the best thing Lana could have ever done for Ethel Kane, and I don't think she realized like how intensely she put her on. You put her on.
When Ethel put on her Instagram story,
Mother Kane has
Lana
been blocked.
Lana Del Rey blocked Ethel Kane on Instagram.
And Nicki Minaj being like, "Who is Ethel? We need to talk about her. Where is she from? Does she work at the Waffle House?"
All about Ethel. And I'm still waiting. You tease the song just like you tease 57.5 million, which I'm gagging to stream. I would stream it any day of the week. She won't give it to me. Give me 57.5. Give me Ethel Kane hated my Instagram post. I want the songs.
Maybe she should have been nominated in Flop of the Year, but
they tried. They
tried.
I said no.
The Overlord said no. Did she get enough votes to make it into Loser of the Year?
No,
she
no,
didn't,
no,
but she was almost there.
She was almost there.
All right, up next, Madeline, would you like to present this next award? I know you would.
So, Best Overall Artist, Sabrina Carpenter, heard of it, Lady Gaga, Addison Rae, Hayley Williams, Jade, Ariana Grande, and Tate McRae. Those are our illustrious Overall Artist of the Year nominees. A lot of great people here.
And guess who won? Hayley Williams.
Who else would have won?
Addison Rae.
Sweep.
Addison Rae. Addison Rae.
It was a sweep.
Sabrina was the runner-up.
Sabrina was the runner-up. And I'd just like to say, every single time that Hayley won, the only runner-up was Sabrina. So I'd just like to say, it was either Hayley sweep or Sabrina sweep. I choose Hayley sweep, personally.
I choose Sabrina sweep.
I choose Hayley sweep. I know what the real best album of the year is, and it was not Man's Best Friend. Thank you. It was Ego Death at a Bachelorette Party. Thank you.
Well, all right then. I would like to move on to a category in which Hayley Williams is not eligible. This is called Best New Artist. And up for nominations, we have Audrey Hobert, Addison Rae, Olivia Dean, Adela, Cat's Eye, Raven Lenae, and Somber.
And who
Who
won?
won?
Who won?
You're supposed to say.
Who won? So the winner is Addison Rae.
Yes! We cheered. Everybody cheered. Everybody moved. And the runner-up was Audrey Hobert. So you guys actually did finally vote for her in something.
You did. You did. And this was one that she probably would have deserved. I'm happy with Addison Rae, but if Audrey won, I would have smiled. Honestly, there's only a couple people here that I wouldn't have smiled for. The first one is Cat's Eye.
Yeah, Somber. I'm kind of like, I don't know you. What do you do?
I wouldn't have smiled for Somber only because I would have just preferred somebody else. But I'm happy with Addison. Audrey Hobert next time.
I love Madeline's commitment to Hobert. I love that.
It's the thing, like, even if I'm
It started to make me think in my head when I say her name, I'm like, Audrey Hobert. No, it's wrong.
I think she would get a kick out of it if she knew about it. She'd be like, exactly. Her name should be Hobert.
Exactly her kind of
She
humor.
has a Hobert energy to me. There's something about her that is very like Hobert.
Up next, we have a category that I think, again, stacked, absolutely stacked. So many fierce competitors. Madeline, take it away. Who do we have here? And
so
for what is the category?
Loser of the year, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this is a big one. This is as big as album of the year, in my opinion. It's pretty much who is a person who lost repeatedly over and over again in any number of ways. Obviously, our first contender is Miss Katy Perry. Come on. Our number two
presented without comment
is Ed Sheeran. And the thing that's interesting about Ed Sheeran is that I think most people would think he didn't really lose because he went on a huge tour, he released a new album, people are liking him, they're cheering, he has a documentary out just now, but it's about the essence and the vibe.
He lost his fight with me.
He did. Next up is Sydney Sweeney. That's also not really up for debate. And then Benson Boone, and then the Kid Laroi.
It's kind of mean. Was he nominated last year?
Benson Boone, probably. Yeah. People don't like him around these particular parts. Is he that bad? He's been away for long enough now that you start to question, has he really been that annoying? Not recently.
Alex Warren clears.
And then, I forgot about this. Lana Del Rey is nominated. I forgot. I was like, no, I didn't nominate. Yes, I forgot. Yeah, she is. Lana Del Rey
is a Lana Del Rey positive nation, but you have to admit she's been moving bizarre this year.
I don't agree. I don't agree with nominating her for loser of the year. I do agree with the notion that she's doing freaky deaky. And if for nothing else, the album doesn't exist.
Where is the album?
She keeps making it up. 57.5 million. I would stream it. Give it to me. I would stream it. Let me stream it.
Before we announce the winner, we have a $10 super chat from Colton who wants to say, Camila Cabello swept in all of our hearts, and we all know it. Our Camila who art in heaven. Hallowed be thy name. I love it. Come, baby, pink be done on earth as it is in heaven. CXOXO forever. Thank you.
We needed to hear that. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
and the minis baby pink. And the minis baby pink. And also with you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
And the winner is Sydney Sweeney.
I think probably the most shocked I ever was by Sydney Sweeney this year was that interview that she did for GQ.
Where she literally was like,
she was
I don't even
go to chat. She was so stoned. And it's like, you know what? I don't care if you show up stoned to an interview. That doesn't bother me. Like, Seth Rogen has done it plenty of times. But the thing is, like, this is a pretty important interview because this is the first time that you're showing up to, like, address a slew of controversies that you've been embroiled in. And you show up so high, you can't even emote anything. And when you're presented with the opportunity to, like, clarify a few things, I mean, I love jeans. I wear jeans every day in my life. Okay, got it. So I think loser of the year, true. Loser of the year, true.
Loser of the year, true. Runner-up, Katy Perry. At this point, it's like she was loser of the year last year, I'm pretty sure, so she needs a break.
I agree. I think
she needs some milk.
The horse is dead. You don't have to keep beating the horse, Jimmy. You really don't. Thank you.
Well, now that we've gotten all of the other divas out of the way, it is time to move swiftly into the Taylor categories.
Swiftly.
Because it's evolution of a snake, and the snake needs to have her own set of nominations. So up first, we have Best Showgirl Song. We didn't have a lot to choose from. So We have the nominees are Elizabeth Taylor, Father Figure, Ruin the Friendship, Opalite, and The Life of a Showgirl, featuring Sabrina Carpenter.
And the winner is, although it was really close, Father Figure. And I cheered and I clapped. Runner up was Elizabeth Taylor. And you know what?
Correct.
I have something
Correct.
that I would like to say about Elizabeth Taylor. Yes,
Mhm.
we'll talk about Father Figure in a second, but just to give Elizabeth Taylor a moment, I've been listening to it so much. And I think when the album first came out, I was like, you know, even though it reminds me of rap in some ways, I don't think there is a song on this record that I would put onto Reputation and be like, this is like of the caliber of like a Reputation song. To me, as somebody who really loves Reputation, Elizabeth Taylor is of the caliber. It is so fucking good. I listen to it all the time. It is a Reputation song. It is a Reputation song. I never thought I'd see her again, and she came back to me in such a majestic, sensual, glamorous way. That's her. That's Reputation Taylor. At the same time, it's also Elizabeth Taylor. And you know what? Burton to this Taylor. She gave us the clues.
Well, I was about to say, I think it's so linked to Ready For It, and not just thematically, but also in the way that it bangs, because Ready For It bangs in a very specific way. The chorus of Elizabeth Taylor, I mean, we all saw, I almost dropped my matcha. It's astounding, it's overwhelming. When I play Life of a Showgirl, I'm often gravitating to this song first. This is the first one I want to hear. It's the easiest listen. It's a good old-fashioned Taylor Swift pop song. It's clever, it's not that deep. It's like everything that I thought The Life of a Showgirl was going to be is Elizabeth Taylor. And so we cheer for that. But we're not here to talk about Elizabeth Taylor. We're here to talk about Father Figure.
It was
Father
really close, like
Figure.
for the record. But Father Figure, the diva that she is. The diva that she is. This is
It's
the
a
first song that
terrifying tune.
it really surprised me the first time that I was listening to it. Anybody who's seen my reaction remembers this. This was the moment where I was like, we got ourselves an album. Ladies and gentlemen,
Finally,
we got
girls.
ourselves an album. This song is so deliciously good. Another Reputation song. Absolutely Gorgina. But I also, not to like, oh, it belongs in Reputation. Also, both of these songs like have their own unique sort of like universe in the Showgirl universe. So yes, it's Reputation coded, but Father Figure is also like, she's her own diva. She's from somewhere else. She's from another planet.
Again, when I
She
think of The
is.
Life of a Showgirl, when I think of the backstage elements of being the diva that's on a world tour for a year and a half, and dealing with conflicting emotions and things that may not be so pretty and attractive coming up, vengeance. I see it in Father Figure. And you know what? Father Figure is one of those songs where I'm like, this is a Scorpio song. I feel connected to it. I'm like, yeah, leave it with me. Leave it with me.
Period.
See what happens when you
Exactly.
leave it with me.
So best Showgirl song, and just to say, I think that you guys nominated like the best 5.
Agreed.
Elizabeth Taylor, Father
Taste.
Figure, Ruin the Friendship, Opalite, The Life of a Showgirl featuring Sabrina. Love.
Well, there's nothing else to add. There's nothing else.
Well,
like when you got to Father Figure as and you said we have an album, how did you feel after that?
I don't
Because up next was Eldest Daughter.
On that note, worst Showgirl song, ladies and gentlemen, the nominees. And I did keep this list short deliberately, but the first nominee is Eldest Daughter. The second nominee for worst Showgirl song is Cancelled. The third nominee is Wood, and the fourth is Wishlist. The fifth that was trying to edge its way in, that I just decided like I didn't agree with it so much that's the only time I actually interfered, was Honey. I was like, you know what?
No, it's
I'm
not. It's not. It doesn't
gonna do it.
deserve.
I'm
It
not.
doesn't
And it was
deserve.
the only one that came close. And I was like, listen, it pisses me off too, but I think it's still like a good song.
I listen to it frequently. Every time I listen to it, I'm like, what is this? What is she talking about? But I can't stop listening.
So in the
Anyone
name
call me?
in the name of Tate positivity, I kept worst Showgirl song to only 4. It's the shortest category in the whole thing. And besides, I knew who was gonna win. And so did everybody else. It is Eldest Daughter, the worst song on Showgirl, as voted by the people. Close second was Cancelled, though.
Eldest Daughter gave me my first viral sound on TikTok. There's a clip of me going, every eldest daughter was the first lamb to the slaughter, so we all dressed up as wolves and we looked fire. That's not good writing. And people have used that as like me when I'm writing my research paper for 5 hours and it's due in 30 minutes. And I think, thank you, Taylor. That's the only good thing that came from that song.
The fact that people mass agreed with the fact that that wasn't good writing is really what killed me. Because it
isn't.
It isn't.
It isn't.
We all looked
I love the
fire.
people that contort themselves. There are still people to this day that are defending specifically Eldest Daughter with their life. I'm more likely to hear Would good song argument than I am eldest daughter good song argument.
Yeah. Oh yeah, easy. Oh, Would has elements to it. Would has its own spice. Would has a little something going on in there. The lyrics are really the thing about Would that like I understand why people don't like it, but everybody has to admit it goes kind of crazy.
It sounds
if you turn your
fun.
brain off, it sounds fun. It sounds fun.
The thing is that, you know what? The only contender, I do think that Canceled is probably worse than Eldest Daughter. I do actually think that. It is, personally.
It's well, everybody knows it's the only Taylor Swift song in the history of Taylor Swift songs. Canceled is that I removed from my library after I listened to it. I said I will never press play, and I haven't. I have never listened to it again. If you ask me, say the words to Canceled, I couldn't tell you them. You thought that it would be.
See, I can't. This is why when I listen to Life of a Showgirl, I have to listen to Swiftologist version where I added in classics like I Did Something Bad because I can't put the full album on shuffle. I'll get PMO.
Yeah. So
if Canceled comes on, I'm pissed. Anyway, let's do some positivity, and we have a package for this one because up next is the Pat.
Okay.
Well,
I think I saw some comments in the chat that were like, "These don't eat. These aren't good." Wrong. I agreed with every single one of these. These were all moments of pure iteration. And the winner.
Oh, it's playing again. Oops. Why is it still playing? Is it?
Oh, is
no,
it?
It's done. It's done. No. I was looking at the chat by accident. Oops. Tell us who the winner is, Madeline.
The winner is actually, I don't know why this surprised me because this was one that everybody loved so much. It is June 28th, where she was wearing the pink dress with the gold buttons with Travis this past summer out to lunch. That was Barbie on the Street.
We said Lover 2.0, and then we said, no, we're wrong with Life of a Showgirl, but really we were right the first time.
She was kind of like dropping in information to us with that picture, and we chose not to listen. Story of our lives, by the way. Sometimes we do that. Sometimes she like gives us all the signs, and we're like, no, none of my business. But the runner-up.
Oh yeah, who?
The runner-up was the long black coat with the gems.
Yes.
I want that coat. And you know what? When I was in London, we went to Harrods, and everybody who's been there knows. And if you haven't, you have to go. Everybody who's been there knows one of the funnest things about going to Harrods is just like looking at all the stuff like in person that you don't normally get to see. So I can't remember what designer it was, but we walked by a coat that looked just like that coat. I wanted it so bad, but Mama looked at the price tag and she said, "Oh no. Who do I think I am? I'm not going out to dinner with Travis Kelce. I don't have a
not yet.
Daughter, so not yet. Wait till I steal Taylor's man."
Yes, well, that's what many of these bitches are trying to do.
As soon as I steal Taylor Swift's man, I will go back to Harrods in London and buy that coat. It's Gorgina. I don't think it was the same one, but it was very similar. I just think it's so cunty. I love stuff like that. That's like a classic look, like a long black coat, but then they add like a little detail with a little pizzazz. I love that. So anyway,
I love that too.
Just a little note.
Up next, our category is the best lyric on Showgirl. And we have, for the nominees, Be My NY When Hollywood Hates Me, You're Only As Hot As Your Last Hit Baby. Right. Mistake My Kindness for Weakness and Find Your Card Canceled. You Don't Know the Life of a Showgirl, Babe, and You're Never Ever Gonna. That's an interesting one. My advice is always ruin the friendship better than regret it for all time. I'd cry my eyes violet, Elizabeth Taylor. And you'll be sleeping with the fishes before you know you're drowning.
And the winner, Be My NY When Hollywood Hates Me, You're Only As Hot As Your Last Hit, Baby.
That made me chuckle.
Be My NY. I'm saying it. Everything about it. The first time I heard it, I was like, oh, why did she say NY? But every time I hear it again, I'm like, she made the exact right choice. Be my NY when Hollywood hates me. It's so good and dramatic. I love it.
It's so funny to me because last year's best lyric probably was something like, I dream of crashing rocks, throwing my... And this
fucking Chloe or Sam. I feel like I remember it being Chloe or Sam.
Hollywood hates me. That kills me.
Listen,
that really
and
kills
that
me.
Only speaks
No, it's
to
a great lyric. It's a great lyric.
How dynamic of a songwriter Taylor really is. Not just anybody can write the way that she was writing on Torture Poets and then turn around and write Be My NY When Hollywood Hates Me. You're only as hot as your last hit, baby. This is hit making. This is the geniosity of the girl.
And the runner-up was You'll Be Sleeping with the Fishes Before You Know You're Drowning. Agreed.
Agreed.
It scared me.
Agreed. I was very scared. My scariest part in Father Figure, I protect the family.
Oh, so spooky.
It just freaks me out every time I hear it. All right, so up next we have worst lyrics on Showgirl. And I believe that we have, or do we? Or do we?
I'm gonna give it a go. I'm gonna
Okay.
give it a go. Madeline, introduce me.
Okay, so for a once in a lifetime performance, this will only be seen once. You cannot view this again. We're blocking it out when we post the video on Patreon after the fact. You're never going to see this again. Once in a lifetime. Ladies and gentlemen, gays and theys, please welcome to the stage, performing the worst lyrics on The Life of a Showgirl by Taylor Swift, Zachary the Swiftologist.
Thank you. I'm trying out a new voice, which is why I'm nervous, but I think it does justice. The thing is, can I do it without laughing? That's really like I have to get in the zone.
That sharp inhale! It's like he's about to gag me so bad.
Okay. So we all dressed up as wolves and we looked fire.
Wait! It's even better than I thought it was going to be. Hold on. I haven't heard this is the first time I'm hearing this.
I didn't know I could do this until yesterday. So it's like it's a brand new thing for me.
That is really good. Seriously, that's like a cartoon character. That is so good. No, I love it.
They want a fat ass and a baby face.
No! Oh my god. It's like, who does it remind me of? It reminds me of the guy who plays Magneto, and he does, somebody in the chat knows, the guy who plays Magneto, and he did, no, he wasn't Dumbledore. Who was he?
But it's that
Sir
kind
Ian
of, it's in
McKellen.
that realm.
Sir
Yeah,
Ian
it's in that
McKellen.
realm.
Yes.
It's Zach British. It's Zach British in some way. What do I have? One more. Welcome to my underworld, where it gets quite dark.
That is a character from a show. That is literally a little cartoon goblin who's like,
well, that's
evil.
what it sounds like. That's how canceled is supposed to be pronounced.
Welcome to my underworld. Oh my god, I always forget about that line. Again, I don't stream canceled. I always forget about welcome to my underworld where it gets quite dark. You are delusional.
No, it's horrible.
Kills me.
It's horrible.
Kills me.
That whole song.
Oh, that was great.
I was like, what do I even pick to say? But I was like, that's the worst. That is the worst part.
Yeah, that was amazing. No, I cheered for that. And people are clapping.
Thank you.
We've never had a performance like that on the SNAMMYS. It was once in a lifetime. And for everyone who's like, I'm screen recording it, I was kidding about, I just wanted to build up the anticipation. We're not taking it out. We're not taking it out.
No,
anyway,
it'll be there. Well, so thank you.
The nominees for worst lyrics on Showgirl, now that we've introduced just a handful. So number 1, so we all dressed up like wolves and we looked fire. Number 2, New Heights of Manhood.
Oh!
3, Good Thing I Like My Friends Canceled. 4, I'm Not a Bad Bitch and This Isn't Savage. Number 5, They Want a Fat Ass and a Baby Face. And last but not least, Everybody's So Punk on the Internet. And the winner?
The winner is, so we all dressed up like wolves and we looked fire. And I have to say, it's the way she delivers it. It's the way she delivers it as though it's, you called me up again just to break me like a promise. We looked fire.
She really is taking it seriously. You called me up again just to break me like a promise.
One of her ugliest pat walks ever. Like, just insert her in the Chanel bucket hat.
The Anastasia red Penny Lane jacket, her bucket hat, walking in the background of the stadium to go see the Chiefs game. That lives in infamy. When I think of like bad Taylor Swift outfits, that is like an image that is beamed to me immediately every time I think something bad Taylor has worn. It stands out. It stands
It
alone.
looks like if they made an American Girl doll of Taylor Swift and let her out of the box. That's literally exactly what it looks like with all the
And you,
accessories, like the furry hat. She has her story. Okay, well, next we have Best Production on Showgirl. Let's go back to some positivity. Elizabeth Taylor, Wood, Father Figure, Opalite, Ruin the Friendship, and Honey. Honey, underrated production moment, I have to say.
I'd like to say that too. I'd like to say that. I really like the production on Honey. It's the thing that I like the most about it. And I really like the bridge on Honey. I just like to say that.
Yeah.
It is almost like such a good song. Almost this close.
So close. Who's the winner?
The winner is Elizabeth Taylor.
Who else was it gonna be? Come on now.
Absolutely deserved. I love that. Every time I listen to it, I think about when she said, I think this might have been the movie, I can't remember, but she said, we went absolutely insane on the production on Elizabeth Taylor. We wanted it to sound luxurious and glamorous. And I think they really succeeded in making it sound that way. It sounds dramatic and like romantic and expensive. It just sounds amazing. I love it.
It's expensive to be meh.
Erica Jane
is Best Variant for Showgirl. So we don't actually have a visualizer.
No, we don't. I meant to ask Tyler to make one and I forgot. That's on me. But you guys know what these are. Tiny Bubbles in Champagne Edition. That's the one with the crown and the red feathers. Shiny Bug Edition is the purple edition where she's leaning up against the wall and she has the bodysuit on. The Crowd Is Your King, Target exclusive, is the one where she's in the kind of like leather, like rhinestone outfit and she's looking... It's like the pink one. And then the OG edition, some of us think it's underrated. And then the final one is It's Rapturous, which that's the green one. That's the green one.
I don't understand Shiny Bug. Like a lot of these titles, I'm like, what are they from? I always thought they were from song lyrics before it came out, but I realized The Crowd Is Your King would have been a great song lyric, by the way.
I thought it was. These are all from the poem. A lot of the titles for the variants were from the poem. And yeah, so that was kind of disappointing to me because I thought the concept, when I first saw the variants, like the title, Shiny Bug, was really interesting to me because immediately you're thinking like, you know, oh, she feels like she's a shiny bug. And this is expressed in the poem. And I was like, oh, that's such a good lyric for a song. She's going to talk about what it's like to be her, et cetera, et cetera. And then that didn't happen. And then The Crowd Is Your King. I really wanted like a big, you know, sort of like Life of a Showgirl moment, like that kind of anthemic sort of a moment, but about The Crowd Is Your King. And then it was just in the poem. So that was kind of like really disorienting to me because I had all these ideas for what were going to be lyrics from these titles and none of that came to pass. So yeah.
The winner was Tiny Bubbles in Champagne Edition, which is one of my favorite variants, I think.
It's a really good variant. And the runner-up was the Target exclusive, which is another really good one. I actually have that one and so do you. You have that one. But technically I still have it. That is one of those things that is that and Man's Best Friend Signed. Those are going in the Christmas package.
She's holding them hostage from me.
I'm holding them hostage.
Well, we have one more package for you, and this one should be something that you care about if you care about us at all, which you should because you're watching our Grammy award ceremony. We're getting into our personal categories. So these are the nominees for Best Evolution of a Snake Episode.
So this is
it's
what
a
she
t-shirt
wore out
with a train.
The song he did with Tovlo. That's the song I know. I don't
know
this.
I've never heard that before. Well, who is the winner, Madeline?
The winner for the Best Evolution of a Snake episode of 2025 is Tay Rewind, Ellen DeGeneres. And you know what? I have to clap and I have to cheer for that. I love that you guys were giving love to the Tay Rewinds. Those are such a labor of love. I fucking love making those episodes.
They take forever. They take a lot of work. And it also requires like looking at things with a fresh lens. I think this is a good time to reflect on the content that we made and the things we accomplished this year. I think both of us would agree our moments of the year that we were really happy with were tour, obviously gag of the century, but also during the Tay drought, we made a really conscious effort to try and be really creative. And it never really felt like we were scraping the barrel. It was always like we were coming up with something interesting. And I think we started by being like, what's interesting to us? What do we want to talk about? What's really funny and like maybe topical, like the Kennedy summer, blah, blah, blah. And you guys ended up receiving those things so well. So it really made us feel like, yay, we don't need Taylor to be moving every 5 minutes in order for us to come up with good stuff that you guys are interested in.
Yeah, it was very validating to go through the nominees for this particular award, because sometimes like you put stuff out and it's like even if you have like the numbers and stuff like, oh, how many people watched it, blah blah blah, it's like you never really know how people feel about it en masse in such a simple way as to see like you voted it as like the best episode of the year, or was the runner up, or it was even just nominated. So it was really interesting, and I would just like to say thank you to everybody for taking the time to say we liked it. Thank you.
Yeah, we appreciate that because with the churn, you're just always putting something new out. So like, I forget that we even did that. And like these episodes take hours. And also a big shout out and thank you to Tyler, who we brought on this year to help us with the editing. And he has just really leveled everything about Evolution of a Snake up. I mean, look at these gorgeous packages we have for you. That could not have been created by the Switchologist or the Lizard. So I feel like our goal was to up the production value this year and give you guys interesting stuff to chew on, even when Taylor wasn't moving. And I think we accomplished those goals.
I think we did. I think
so. And looking ahead, what do we want to do in 2026? Well, I think we want to stretch our net even wider.
The net is going to get so big, we're going to be catching alligators.
We're going to be on NPR.
We're going to catch the biggest alligator Florida's ever seen.
It's going to be amazing. Well, Madeline, would you like to present the next category?
Well, yes, Swiftologist Video of the Year, ladies and gentlemen, gays and theys. So the nominees for Swiftologist Video of the Year, first up, How to Murder Your Career, the ChatGPT-ification of Ed Sheeran, period. Up next, Interviews Are Dead, Influencers Killed Them. Number 3, This Isn't a Flop Era, this is Katy Perry's flop existence. That killed me.
That title is so bad.
Up next, Tortured Poets, great album, terrible era. Music criticism is dead. I made Anthony Fantano a showgirl. And last but not least, Lana Del Rey's stadium tour is a scam. What I love the most about that title is its brevity and its curtness. Lana Del Rey's stadium tour is a scam.
Period. That's it. That's all you need to know. You don't need to see the rest of the video. The title is enough.
All right. And the winner of the Swiftologist Video of the Year, this was close. This was the only one that was like that won by a point percentage of a margin. And it was Music Criticism is Dead. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
The runner-up was How to Murder Your Career, the ChatGPT-ification of Ed Sheeran. That video, the Ed Sheeran one, I went into it with an open heart and an open mind. And the more I wrote it, the more I got into it, the more PMO I became. Like the more I saw the quality of the art just become slop and slop and slop, it PMO. And so you can really tell in the final video that I'm PMO. The Music Criticism is Dead video was not like one of my most viewed videos. So it's interesting to me that it won from these categories. It's making me think, I'm like, what is it that the real heads want to see? Because this is the core audience. These are what the people really, really like to see. They want to see me saying, Justin Tranter, you're nothing.
They want to see that. And you know what? I watched the Jonas Brothers Christmas movie where he gives a cameo.
And?
Great jacket worn by Justin. He doesn't have lines. So it's
wise,
he's smart. He wore a great jacket, and that's all I'm gonna say. He wore a great jacket.
Okay, well, Justin Tranter
great jacket
lives another day. He does. He lives another day. Yeah, thank you, everybody. This year, I tried to branch out even more and see what I could cover. I also really liked my Showgirl with Anthony Fantano conversation. My personal video of the year that wasn't even nominated was my Adele interview. My Adele interview, Cat's Eye video, essay hybrid. That was one of my top performers. And also the first time I ever had a guest other than Madeline on Switchologist.
And it won't be the last.
And
you heard it here first.
It won't be the last. Now let's get into another iconic category. We have, ladies and gentlemen, the Lizard Review episode of the year. Please make some noise at home. First up, the nominees are Why Artists Start Making Bad Music, The Lizard's Favorite Taylor Swift Songs. No, Taylor Swift is not a trad wife. I'm Guilty as Sin and Fresh Out the Slammer in your silver Ford with stained glass windows.
I committed to the bid.
One of Madeline's greatest talents is coming up with titles for things. You look like a showgirl in this light. Did she lie? I
didn't.
met Sunday 1994 and drank their last Coors Light. Club Chalamet presents Tavis Engagement. That might be my favorite title of the year. Club Chalamet presents Tavis Engagement. Those words should never have been put in one sentence.
Imagine the shock of my life. The fact that this is on camera gets me every time. I'm talking about Club Chalamet. And I look at my phone because the notifications won't stop going off. And I open my phone. I think it's going to be a single announcement for the record. I know it's about Taylor. And I'm like, she's announcing a first single. This is great. And I open it. And it's the engagement announcement. I about went into cardiac arrest. That is a really great episode. But it wasn't the winner.
The people love the reactions. The winner was no. Taylor Swift is not a trad wife, and I have to agree.
Somebody had to say it. Somebody had to say it.
That video needs to be available for more people. And everybody in the chat, bully Madeline. We need lizard review.
Listen,
YouTube.
the fucked up thing is that
review
Tyler and I were like, we have a deadline, December 1st.
Well,
the day is
anybody see the review on YouTube?
I would like to say everybody get excited because Tyler and I were just talking today. I have an episode coming out in like 2 weeks, and I'm gonna record it tomorrow. And I was like, listen, we're doing it. We're doing the first pancake. Tyler editing a lizard review video and it having like the production value of a Swiftologist of an Evolution of a Snake video. First ever. So it's kind of a big deal. It's not going to be on YouTube because it's just the first pancake, but we're getting there. It's happening. Thank you.
It needs to go on YouTube. Why is it not? We need the
because
damn
I want to
YouTube.
like launch. It's like I don't have the time to commit to like doing a whole thing with it. So it's like, I mean, I'm hosting Christmas. We're doing this. We're doing that. So like the
new year
is a wash. So the new year. In the new year,
I'm saying by the time SNAMMYS tour in Australia, can we have Lizard Review YouTube channel? I think we should.
Yes, I think that's possible. It's more.
And she's going to make the account soon, and so you will all go subscribe to it. So when the video first comes up, there will be an audience built in.
Everything's coming up, Lizard. That's all I'm gonna say. 2026.
Everything's coming up, Lizard. So what do you think about that winning Best Lizard Review episode of the year?
It didn't surprise me. I thought that it was a really controversial episode. I was really scared to post it. I remember that because I thought I was gonna get like review bombed by like MAGA people. That didn't happen, luckily, thank God. And a lot of people really responded to it pretty well. I mean, I just feel like people weren't really, a lot of people were being like, no, she's not a trad wife, but it's like, but the thing is, it's so frustrating to me to see that particular thing being thrown out against Taylor. And it's also funny to me that it's like, oh, you're so negative about Showgirl. And it's like, and yet I was the only one who said trad wifeism is not happening. I defended her just like I've defended her. I defended her when I was 15. I defended her when I was 13. I defended her when I was 20, and I'm still doing it today. I'm 30 years old, and I'm saying she's not a trad wife. So it didn't surprise me. It didn't surprise me. I people know that she's not a trad wife, maybe because of me. Thank you.
But also, that was just genuinely a very good piece of cultural criticism.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Yeah,
you came on that shit mad as hell.
It does. It really pisses me off. This is like trad wifeism is like one of my triggers.
It is, especially, and then when you apply it to Taylor Swift, oh, you're cruising for a bruising from Madeline.
One thing that everybody knows about the Lizard, I am a diehard feminist. So trad wifeism, PMO. Everybody knows that. And
especially
Taylor
people are accusing Taylor of doing it.
That's not happening.
It's never happened. When will you be trad wife? Are you trad wife? Will you be trad wife? No.
No. Thank you.
No, thank you. No.
And you know what? I thought that was an interesting SNAMMYS.
I think that was a very interesting SNAMMYS. We forgot to do one thing. Maybe we could do this to close it out. Ranking our SNAMMYS tour dates and shows. Which ones we liked best, which ones we hated most.
So
it's never about the crowd.
No, it's never about the crowd. It's always about what's going on internally
in the show.
It's always about what's going on internally, behind the curtain, behind the scenes, the people that we're around, the people we're working with, and just like the circumstances of the event. There's never been anything wrong with any crowd.
Other than Nashville outburst, but that was it.
Didn't ruin
the show.
Did not ruin the show. So we're never talking about the crowds when we're talking about this. We're including the international shows, correct?
Yeah, I think we should.
Well, who? Let's start at the bottom. Let's just get
let's get the flops out the way.
I feel like we might agree. San Francisco, you guys have to know.
Sorry.
If you would have asked me before the North American tour kicked off, what is going to be the hardest, most difficult show, I would never in a million years have said San Francisco, because San Francisco is when Mason came. So it was the first show that Mason saw. I hadn't seen him in, somewhere near 20 days or something like that. It was a huge deal. And it was, I was wearing like one of my favorite dresses. It was supposed to be so great. And we get to the venue and it's like, it's like Oz. It was like we took acid.
A cast of
Yeah.
characters greeted us, and we were surrounded by the evil flying monkeys before they could speak again. It was like
Oz.
there was a Cirque du Soleil show that was practicing at the same time. They were, I'm not joking, doing cartwitls and spinning plates
They had ribbons.
while we were trying to do our sound check. And I literally, in the middle of it, like snapped and was like, whose sound check is this?
It was even worse than that. They showed up, ran onto stage as we're like, and in tech problems, tech is not working. And she runs on stage and screams, cups her hands over her mouth to scream at the light booth. And we're like,
No, then it becomes, whose sound check is this? Yeah, then it becomes, what the fuck are you doing here? They were pirouetting around in their ballet shoes. It was a mess. So the show ended up being, also I think we were a little bit on autopilot. That's the one we didn't like so prepare for, because we were like, it's Torture Poets. Like, it's top of mind. Wrong.
Very wrong. Very wrong.
Wrong.
Very wrong. But there's a lot of lessons. We learned a lot of lessons on the North American tour. We learned a lot of lessons. We did.
What else is in our like bottom tier? Personally for me, remember I didn't feel good about Dublin. It was a good show, but I felt kind of like I didn't do that well because there was a technical difficulty and it threw me off.
What was the technical difficulty?
The clicker wasn't working, so I had to look at Isabel and make eye contact with her every time we needed to move the slide. So I was like half staring at Isabel the whole show and half paying attention to you and half performing. So I was like, all over the place, but it was still a good show. I wouldn't say it was a bad show.
No, and the thing that was funny about the Dublin venue is that we didn't really have an actual green room. It was a room, actually, like when you first walked into the venue, there's a curtain and we were right behind that curtain. So people are coming in to see the show and the curtain is like iridescent. So I go into the corner to put on my dress, get naked, and the iridescent curtain, I can see the shadows of people coming into the show and I have my tits out. I'm like,
so you know that they can see your fat ass and your baby face.
Yeah, do you know that they can see it? And I was like, this is crazy. This is crazy. So yeah, Dublin was interesting. I think it would be, God, what would be my second bottom to last? If it's just about the way that I felt about it, probably Atlanta. I hated my outfit. Let's open the case.
You were sick. That's when you got really sick.
I was the most sick. Like I was sick for, a period of time, like, a week I was sick, but that was like the hump of my sickness. I felt like shit. I was mad as hell. That was when we couldn't get into the room.
Oh yeah.
We couldn't get into the Sonder, which is now bankrupt.
The morally corrupt Sonder.
The morally bankrupt Sonder, and it's no longer there, and it's because of how they treated us in Atlanta. Thank you.
Yeah, we shut it down.
The thing about that, it's like
DC. What am I talking about? DC. DC is the second worst because of what befell us there.
It's like nothing has ever happened in the history of the universe. It's like when we tell people what happened, especially people who are like in show business, if you will, they're like so gagged.
They're so gagged by it all.
What's funny is that like the venue was like it's a classic, historic venue,
beautiful venue, DC. One of our most beautiful venues, biggest show of the tour.
And the biggest problem was didn't they just hire Paul too? Like he was a brand new hire. That was the real main issue. It's like if it wasn't for him, I mean, yeah, like there were a couple of people who were blah blah blah, but it's like he was the real problem because the whole thing was just fucked up.
And nobody there was like mature or senior enough to like come and be a problem solver. That was really the issue.
The girl who was the like stage manager or whatever you want to say, like she was 20 years old.
She was hiding from us. She was apparently in the lobby going, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? And we were like in this on the stage being like, showtime has started and there's no microphone. So that was really stressful. I'd say, and then everything else is kind of like middle. The best shows, I mean, the New York crowd was just crazy.
The thing about the Bell House also is that like that was our opening show for like the whole tour. Obviously, we're really nervous. This is the first time we're doing this. Not the first time we're doing a show, but it's like we're kicking off the tour, and like the staff couldn't have possibly been better. They were so nice. They were completely like everything that we asked for. They were on top of everything. There was no technical problems. They had people doing this, everything that we said, blah blah blah. It was perfect. And
We got a malicious bouquet of flowers, but that didn't stop us.
that didn't stop us. Yeah, so the Bell House was amazing, and New York was a really great show. It was a really great way to kick off the tour. So it's like I remember that one as being particularly great because of how it kicked everything off.
LA was fab too. LA was a great show because they treated us well. You see,
LA,
when they treat us
hands
well,
down,
we have a
my
good
favorite.
show.
LA was absolutely incredible, and I needed that so bad. I needed that
Yeah, we needed
so
it.
bad at that moment. I really needed LA to be amazing, and it
Sunday
was.
1994 was there.
Sunday night, and that still, I can't believe it.
They
And
were
what kills
there.
me is they were in the because of the way you had to get to the green room, you had to walk onto stage and go back. They were like on the live stream, like before it actually started. They were like on the live stream, and people saw them, and I was like, "This is." It made me feel like I was, I was really somebody,
And you were.
and I was for
you
one
were. Now
shining
it's
moment in
over.
time, and for one shining moment in
London.
time.
London mentioned. Top 3 shows
First
of the
London or
year.
second London?
Ooh, actually, that's a good question. I'm gonna go with second London. Second London was an easy show. I remember it just felt easy.
Second London, I think Second London was good. First London was crazy because it was
That
the
scared
first show
me.
ever.
No, I was scared.
And First London was a hoot and a holler because we didn't know what the fuck was going on. You have to learn. You have to do your first pancake. That's my advice to anybody. It's like it's kind of like your first day at work. You know how scary it is, and you don't know anybody, and you feel like a fucking idiot, and you're fumbling and bumbling, and you just get it over with. That's kind of how.
Thankfully, we never have to do that again.
Yeah, that's the thing. You never have to do your first day of work at, wherever you're working again. You might have to do it again, in another situation. You might get a new job, but you're never going to have that exact feeling of being like, I don't know what the fuck is going on ever again. And it feels really good. We're free.
No, it feels really good. And we're going to be doing more tour next year. SNAMMYS Tour Australia, evolutionofsnake.com, but also SNAMMYS Tour North America.
People are mentioning it.
Not just the United States, North America. Canada, we hear you. We're coming.
I'm interested in the Canadian way of life. I am interested in a Tim Hortons visit, please.
Yes.
I'm interested in this bagged milk everybody's talking about. I'm interested in what else am I interested in Canada?
I'm interested in maple generally. Maple cookie.
We like maple.
Maple things.
We like maple.
I like
I'm
mousse.
interested. I'm really interested to see like French Canada, Montreal mentioned. Somebody mentioned it. So I'm really interested in that. Canada. It's been my neighbor because when I lived in New York, it was right above me, and then when now I live in Montana and it's right above me, and I've never been. I've lived right next door to Canada my entire life, and I've never been. So,
but now it's coming. We're going to the land of Avril Lavigne.
We are, and the land of Justin Bieber, and the land of whom else is like a
Carly Rae Jepsen.
Katy Perry's boyfriend as of late.
Katy Perry's boyfriend, aka the ex-prime minister of Canada.
Yes, Katy Perry's purse. Katy Perry's boyfriend.
Katy Perry. Exactly.
Period.
Okay. Well, I think that about wraps up. This is our 3rd annual SNAMMYS. Can you believe it? Our 3rd one.
Can you believe it?
Thank you guys for an incredible year. We had the time of our lives fighting dragons with you. The Patreon has grown so much this year. There are so many more of you around, and I feel like the lore just keeps expanding. And it's just been such a pleasure and so much fun, and we can't wait to keep doing this for you in 2026.
It's going to be amazing.